In many ways, a lot of type designers seem a little mad. I think to some degree you have to have not just an attention for detail, but have the patience to work with something for a really long period of time. People always bring up Papyrus or Curls MT. It's not my favourite, but I think there's probably a role to play. I don't think there are bad typefaces. I think you're blaming the tools when perhaps the typographer is the issue. You can't live without it, but in some ways the best typefaces perhaps do their job and get out of the way. I'm a type designer. I design fonts. For some people, they would assume that it's the basic alphabet, so how many ways can you really interpret it? And in many ways, I think that's the game of type design. That's what I like, that it seems really limited, but there's an infinite game you can play within that. I love the idea of making a job out of something that was both creative and rational. So I think when I started my own practice, I intentionally really tried to stay quite small and to have quite a diverse practice. So having a collaborator or a client or a commissioner, and that varies. Some of the scale like Australia Post or the Art Gallery of New South Wales, at a micro level, these decisions have a big impact on their identity. Explaining it to my mum is still difficult. When I design a typeface for Australia Post and I can point to things in the street, or when she gets a letter, that really helps. She's like, oh, right, you drew those, but she doesn't understand why someone would need someone to do that, also why someone would pay for that. Didn't know this occupation existed until I was at university. Monash is unique in the sense that it's one of the few institutions in the Southern Hemisphere that offers a type design class. So there happened to be a lineage of type designers at Monash, so I was very fortunate to kind of follow in their footsteps. In my honours year, I decided to design a typeface, and then the following year I sent it around to a couple of type foundries, and I was offered an internship, luckily, in New York. I had a chance to meet a number of type designers who I really respected. There was a lot of fanboying going on, absolutely. And you zoom out and you think, oh gosh, this is very silly. These guys just draw letters, it's no big deal. But in the world of type design, maybe it's a different story. I think the future of type is going to be multilingual. It's important for us to de-centre Eurocentric and Western perspectives, to consider what it means to have a more First Nations approach or anti-capitalist even approach to how type can function in the world. I can't pick a favourite. It's like picking a favourite child. The lowercase g in general is quite a complex form. There's a lot going on, but really enjoyable for that reason as well. It will drive you mad, but I think you keep coming back to it. It's a fatal love affair or something, yeah.